So we've removed this little bolt, and it's got a tension spring on it that holds it flush, and it just moves back and forth. Pretty simple, effective design. This is the only engine Jensen made where the flywheel or axle goes through the boiler. So now we're going to get down here, we're going to take the bottom off and see what's inside of it. So we took the bottom off. There's a bunch of insulation inside of there. So I'm going to put all that insulation in a little bag and come right back. So this here is something that you just don't see every day. So the inside workings of a Jensen Model 45. This is the coffee pot style heater, and you can see the little heat shield material. That's the reflective stuff underneath. So we've gone this far. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I'm pleased to see that it's the original heater. This is also the same style heater that Jensen used under some of the early black fireboxes, similar to the one I'm showing you. That heater, instead of having a cartridge tube, or a blanket heater that attaches to the bottom of this, like this one, it actually had this ceramic heater just like this, only up under the boiler. So pretty nice. So we're going to take this apart and pull it out and take an up close look at it. So all in all, this is actually a pretty good condition for a steel number 45. Most of the time these were rusted out really badly, and you'll see them from time to time. I mean, the whole tops around everything's just rusted out quite badly. But so far looking pretty good. It's got a nice sight glass on it. So let's get this out of here and take a look at it. So we've taken the little nuts off, and there was a couple little washers, and there's a bunch of junk falling out. You have to be careful with this because a lot of this was asbestos. So I'm going to go empty this, trash it, and wash my hands. But this is the end. It's all original. So we'll be right back. So we've got the inside cleaned up pretty good. Got the original cord all bagged up. I'll set that right over here. Got all our original screws and pieces that came with it. Even the original insulation. Best we can tell anyway. So I'll set them over here in my Doe Ridge pottery. And little other little parts. I'll leave those right there. That tape will throw away. So now we're going to take this out and take a close look at it. A lot of people have never seen one of these. So I'm going to take this center bolt or nut off, and the whole entire piece will come out, and I'll try to protect as much of that from getting broken and damaged, but it may just all fall apart, so we'll see. So we got the little nut off, and there's a lock washer and a flat washer. See if I can get those off. So there's a little flat washer or lock washer, and flat washer. So to take this off, I'm going to actually stand it up and hold it from underneath, kind of like this, and I'll come right back. Alright, so as I pulled, or actually just let gravity allow this to come out, it pretty much just fell out, all the little pieces. And it appears there really was not any there's no real way that Jensen did it other than just putting those little, it's like a little mylar. I can't remember the technical name for it, but it's basically a heat shield, some insulation. So there we go. So that is an original ceramic style heater that Mr. Jensen used in his number 45s. It's a 5661, and something you just don't see very often. I would say probably most people would not take one of these apart, but it has been with all the other added cord, and it was missing the name badge, so there was a couple little issues with it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this in its original state, put it back together, or just use it as a donor for some of my other engines. But I'm going to save all this material, and I may end up just putting it back together. But this is what I was wanting to see and share with everyone today. It's pretty interesting. Original ceramic heater. And as you can see, the way these work, it's pretty ingenious. This was a heat shield to protect it from the bottom of the boiler. And you can see it did a good job. And then this just heats up as a heating element. And when you plug the cord in, it sends power to the two posts. And this heats up. It would glow red. That little spring would be glowing, which would put heat to the bottom of the boiler inside of here, which in turn would make all of the water, distilled water inside the boiler, start bubbling and steaming, which in turn would create steam going up into there's basically an internal steam line here. That's what that little hole that he's capped off, that would have been a hole going down. So the steam would have come out. It would cause the cylinder on the inside to go back and forth. Actually up and down. The cylinder would go up and down, but as it spins, you would actually see this going back and forth, and the cylinder basically going up and down, turning the flywheel, creating energy. So pretty awesome. Nice up close view of a Jensen Model 45. And here's what the name badge should look like. Jensen number 45, and this is pretty much the exact same engine. So these are both steel. This one's in a little bit better condition. And I was kind of disappointed that the end of the cylinder was missing, so it should have a cap on the end of it. And this cylinder here, a lot of these engines, if you look closely, see that crack? So this cylinder here, little steam chest, is no good. This could be repaired. It's all brass. There's a lot of very skilled machinists. There's a lot of folks that can repair these, but it would require replacing, unsoldering this and putting a new copper tube sleeve. These are pressed in on the back side there, and it's pressed on the front. So there are some people can do it, and Jensen Manufacturing can do it. However, they don't make these anymore, so you're pretty much on your own. So this one I'll keep most likely for some spare parts. And this engine, all the other components would actually make a pretty decent engine. So hope you enjoyed the video from High Point, North Carolina. Steam Engines USA. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the like button, and we'll see what the future holds. Have a great day.